This tutorial is extra special because I am bringing you natural, fluffy, curly hair, okay? If you're new here, welcome. Now's a great time to subscribe. And if you guys are already a part of the Sunflower family, welcome back, babes, okay? Y'all may not or may know, I'm not sure how long you've been here, but CURLSQUEEN is one of those go-to companies that I just love, okay? When I'm thinking curly hair, natural hair, anything that's gonna mimic mine, I'm going there first. Now, we're gonna go ahead and start off with some freshly air-dried hair. The night before, I did go ahead and do a really nice exfoliating, deep cleanse, clarifying shampoo. I used the Sacred, I believe I used Sacred, and then also followed up with the Olaplex hydrating shampoo. And then y'all know I absolutely love the Design Essentials almond butter conditioner. That is the cocktail, okay? That's the trio. That's typically what I'm using. So my hair was a little bit on the dull side, but y'all know I did a big chop a little while ago, I think last November, and it is just flourishing. My hair is so thick, full. I have a couple spots that did get affected by a little bit of heat damage, but I just really want to show you guys how to quickly hydrate your hair to prep for any protective style, because what you don't want to do is to just go in with dry hair and think that adding, you know, a little edge control here, a little gel there is not going to negatively impact your hair. It will. Hydration is key. Making sure that you go in with a leave-in conditioner along with some type of moisturizing cream can really just help that strand to really hold on to any moisture that is there. And please don't be afraid to have you like a nice little spray bottle, okay? Get you a good detangler brush as well. The Tangle Teaser does a wonderful job of just getting through each and every coil right away. So I usually start from like detangling the ends and then I'll slowly work my way up. And y'all see my curl patterns are a little bit all over the place. But that's typically because any type of heat styling I do, when I say heat styling, not necessarily like the blow dryer, but definitely anytime I get a silk press, once we get that 450 heat, babes, the curls are a little bit more relaxed. So this is just a product of that. But to jump right into this, I want to go ahead and show you some of the goodies that came along with the package. Now, CURLSQUEEN is always known for giving me a detangler brush, and it actually works just as good as the Tangle Teaser too, and also a bonnet. So anytime I need a new bonnet, usually I'm getting a partnership with them. So about every 2 to 3 months, I have a new bonnet. So yeah, I love those because they're super soft and satin. And then of course the Drawstring ponytail, y'all. It has been one of my go-to items when I'm thinking of just like a quick style. Get you a drawstring, especially one with human hair, okay? One that you can dye, bleach, color if you want to, one that you can add real natural shampoo and conditioner to it, and it's gonna mimic your natural hair. I also wanted to show you guys how to really just kind of lock in those curls. Now, if you were like me, typically when I get a drawstring, ponytail, or any type of wig, weave, it doesn't really matter. I will go in with shampoo and conditioner to really just kind of pop out those curls, make sure that everything is nice and uniform. In this case, I did actually just go in with the Design Essentials almond butter conditioner. Y'all know this is my go-to, okay? Not only does it leave the hair nice, shiny, soft, silky, buttery, but it just makes detangling truly a breeze, like super easy. Y'all can see my fingers are just gliding through the hair. And then when I follow up with a detangling brush or the Tangle Teaser, okay, with a little bit of water, the curls just like glue together. And so with that, it just makes installing the wig, drawstring, whatever it is you're using, definitely is going to make it a lot easier just to kind of set that style, and then of course allow it to get bigger as time goes on. So this is like one of those crucial steps. Anytime I get curly hair, unless you're somebody that doesn't mind the fro look right away, I prefer for everything to be uniform. I'll go ahead and pop on that ponytail, and then I'll decide if I want it to be a little bit bigger, a little smaller. But let me show you just how to really quickly and easily sleek your hair up. I actually decided that I was going to do a little design. I didn't want the ponytail to just kind of be one note. So I decided to just part out my hair in this like side part. Like if I was going to do a side U part, sew in vibes, y'all know, a deep side part. Oh my God, so pretty. Like the perfect curve, okay? It's always refreshing just to do something new with my hair. Like, of course, I could have just done a regular ponytail, sleeked everything back into a high pony, a low pony, middle part, side part, but I wanted to add a little bit of extra pizzazz, okay, to everything. So in this case, I'm going to add a few flat twists, but for now, just to keep everything nice, simple, and organized, I'm going to go ahead and just part everything off until I'm ready to deal with it. So the bulk of my hair is the fro in the back, okay? I did go ahead and just add a lot lot more water. Now, I also want to note that whenever I have a water bottle, this is not just regular like sink water. I'm actually using, is it diffused water? Yeah, like literally the water that I use for my plants. So I'm saying diffused. I don't even know if that's the right word. It's not coming to me right now. Definitely filtered, okay? And yes, I highly recommend to use some type of bottled water as opposed to unless you already have, you know, the soft water attachments in your home, but most of us don't. So if that is the case, pro tip, you are tired of your hair feeling all brittle and all that stuff, it's more than likely that hard water that just kind of builds up on your hair. So y'all can see the Tangle Teaser allowed me to just really quickly, okay, get through the bulk of my hair, because it can be a task. I'm not the best at ponytails. Typically they are not all the way in the center, but I think I did a pretty good job. And pro tip also, if you do not want to have too much tension, you're afraid of breakage, go ahead and actually just use a satin scrunchie to secure your ponytails. Like, no, it does not have to be so freaking tight that like your brain is feeling like it's being squeezed. Like, no, you don't have to do that, but it definitely should just hold enough so that you can sleek everything up. So let me show you what I mean. I'm going in with some of that So Slick, I believe it was why am I about to say Canicolon? Girl, I can't. Kaleidoscope. So I love this gel. I kind of use it mostly when I'm braiding my hair, but I found it to be a very good edge control type of like situation, okay? And y'all know edge controls end up just being like an overall gel slash edge control situation all in one. So it does a really good job of just conditioning my hair, keeping it shiny, not leaving this like white cast or like any type of residue. And then I'll follow up with like a really nicely bristled brush to just get rid of any additional like kinks. At this point, I don't think there were any, but y'all see just how healthy, vibrant, and shiny my hair looked from root to tip. Like the ends, the curls were just like popping, looking super freaking cute. And at this point, I am also, I just want to say, I am actually really proud of how my hair has really held up. I think that I do so much protective styling. Sometimes it can actually do the opposite effect. Like if I decided to only do ponytails and never wear braids, like yes, protective styles can come and go, but if I am only wearing one particular type of style, that can be just as damaging. So it's important to just know like when you need to trim, when it's time for a deep condition, when to remove something. Like, for example, if I'm going to wear a ponytail for the next 3 days, I don't recommend you really doing that. But if that is the case, I'm going to make sure that I would have taken out this entire ponytail each and every night. This is more so a style that is meant to just be here for a little time, not to be worn for weeks on end, because what does happen is, of course, traction alopecia, because your hair is literally being pulled. So just keep that in mind. There's so many different ways to wear these styles, and that's where I find a drawstring ponytail being the most thoughtful and cost effective, and also very protective when I think long term, because literally it's a matter of me putting in a satin scrunchie, which will easily slide in and out, okay? And because I didn't go in with any type of heat to really lay my hair down, I don't have to worry about any heavy like hairsprays. Literally a matter of a little bit of water, spray it a couple times, and smooth that hair up super quick. I mean, a 5-minute install. That drawstring ponytail just takes the thought process, the legwork out of all of it. But you guys will see what I mean in just a bit. Like, seriously, protective styles can truly be protective, but you just have to be mindful. You don't want to have too much tension in any area. So even when I do these twists, like I'm not pulling overly tight. I'm literally just gripping small pieces of hair, connecting them to each other, and making sure that I'm leaving out my edges. And then of course, if you wanted to go in with a rubber band, you can, just to secure like that base little spot, because of course it's twist, so it will kind of loosen up. If you don't mind, no worry, but I'm not gonna like pull my hair so tight to where it's like, oh my God, like what in the world? I cannot sleep. I have a headache. That is usually a red flag, okay? Especially when wearing ponytails. Y'all know that feeling. It's like, oh, it looks so cute. I got a facelift, as we all like to say. But imagine taking out your ponytail and realizing you have a bald spot. Y'all, that was me a few years ago. Literally, I had done a speaking event and I caught myself putting in, I think I had a bundle and a half. I had sewn it to the end of my braid. So my hair is in a ponytail. The rest of it is just in like a plait. literally wrapped it around, sewed it. I think I did a tutorial on this as a matter of fact. And because I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna leave this ponytail in for like a few days, it'll be fine. I don't feel like redoing it every day. Girl, 5 days go by and I am left with a bald spot in the center of my scalp. And I feel like I talked to you guys about this, and I'm saying this was definitely over a year ago for sure. But I remember that happening, and I was just like, okay, these are the parts that people don't talk about. Like, yes, I absolutely want to show you a cute hairstyle, but to me, health and really maintaining a healthy head of hair, bald spot free, okay, traction alopecia free, is even more important. So although you may see me use rubber bands, you may see me do crochet, you may see me do certain styles that appear to be tight, I have now gotten in the habit where I am not going to sleep without my hair being free. And when I say free, I mean even if these side braids are still here at night, which they will be, of course, and still are, by the way, while I'm like editing this. But absolutely, that drawstring ponytail has come out each and every single night, and it's been super easy for me just to spray a little bit of water on that back area of my hair to sleek it back up into the ponytail with the satin scrunchie, and then just put on that drawstring. Like, super easy, as opposed to me saying, oh, I'll cut 10 minutes out of my day, but now I'm sacrificing 3 months of growth, right? Like, we want to keep all of this in mind. So my goal is to really just have an oversized afro. I've come to that conclusion. So I'm not necessarily a heat natural, like, not at all, okay? Very much so. I want to be able to see my curls. After I get my hair pressed, I still want to see a nice little, like, we're brothers afro, okay? Like, do you feel me? Okay. Like, heat damage is not the way, at least not for me, unless you're planning on wearing your hair straight all the time. I don't know. I don't see the vision. I love the way that my hair looks nice and fluffy. So this style was perfect, okay? And adding the extra twist on the side just gave me that, like, lift that I needed, and it just really added a little bit more personality to the style as well. Now, super easy. Once it was time for me to go ahead and secure this, I literally just wrapped those 4 little twists up underneath my ponytail holder and or the little satin scrunchie, and I didn't have to do much, okay? I didn't have to go and restructure the ponytail. Literally just tucked it under and it was good. And then I'm going in with some Pattern Beauty mousse. Also, sidebar, I don't know if I said this, all the products are linked in the description. They may even be somewhere available on the video as well. So you don't have to think too much. They are right there. And then, of course, I like to go in with that braiding gel, or just, I'm going to call it a gel in general, because it kind of feels like an edge control, but it's like conditioning as well. So yeah, just at the base to really make sure everything is smoothed over. And then y'all know, since I decided to do kind of this, like, not really a side part laid down glued to my face like old school, but definitely just off to the side and kind of pulled back and tucked behind my ear. Super cute. You want to make sure that it's nice and flat. And then I went in with those like clips that just kind of snap open, snap close, just to pin that in place. Super freaking cute. If you want to get some like colored ones, you could. I don't know how funky you're feeling, but I just opted out for a black one along with a black scrunchie. And yeah, we looking cute. It reminds me of like a kitty hairstyle. Obviously, I'm not going to wear it like this. Like, the length definitely helps it look a little bit more age appropriate. And I know that sounds horrible, right? Like, technically you can wear your hair at any length at any age, but the little ponytail is just making me feel like I'm like in elementary school. If y'all know the vibes, y'all know the vibes, okay? It is what it is. We're going for a little bit more length in this situation. They do actually have different length ponytails too. So if you guys don't want a 16-inch, 18, 20, so on and so forth, and you do want something smaller, like as tiny as my ponytail was, hey, opt in for that as well. If you need to kind of cut it, trim it down, shape it the way you want to, you have full autonomy to do that. And because they have those combs, I literally tucked one at the top, one at the bottom, and y'all saw it engulfed my entire ponytail. So if your hair is longer than mine, you could do like a little bun, a little braid, kind of twist it upon itself. And then, of course, same thing, you just pop that drawstring on because it stretches and it has that like net girl, it's gonna like soak it up. Just cover the entire area. You'll pull on it a little bit, get that drawstring going, wrap it around a couple times, and y'all, it's not going anywhere. It feels so secure. I don't feel anything tugging and pulling on my hair. It doesn't feel like really heavy and weighed down. I did go in and add a little bit of the Aveda gel too. Y'all, when I tell you, this gel feels like aloe vera gel, super soft, conditioning. No product that I use today is leaving my hair weighed down, crunchy. Like at any moment I could take this entire style out and my hair would still feel soft and not like overly weighed down. So I want you guys to really make note of that. Like I could have totally blown this out and done a full gotta be glue spray moment and really just kind of made this crispy to last a few days. I wanted this to really be conditioned, hydrated, and manageable enough for the person that's taking that drawstring ponytail off at night so that your hair can breathe and that tension can kind of be released a little bit. And it also helps using the satin scrunchie. Like it just simply won't be overly tight no matter how hard you try. And then of course for my edges, I'm just kind of laying them down, nothing crazy here. I know some of you guys are still like laxing the edges. I don't really recommend doing it because I found that it just breaks off your hair. Go in with if you have like a very, very fine flat iron, you could use that to just kind of lightly press out your edges. Then go in with a little bit of hairspray or a little bit of edge control. Just kind of lay them down softly. They don't have to be super overdone or anything. And then I went in with my Caritas hair oil just to make sure that everything is nice and polished and nice and healthy looking. Y'all, I was so proud of this style. Like my hair just felt so clean and fresh and smelled so beautiful. Y'all, Curls Queen, y'all ate this up, okay? When I tell you mimics my natural hair to a T. Definitely much longer, but I'm looking forward to when my hair is this length because this truly will be the inspiration through and through. Definitely let me know what you guys feel and think about it. Is this a style that you guys would try? Would you do more of like a low pony? Are you doing a high pony? Like how are you wearing your hair these days? I know I give so many different options for styles and so much inspiration. Are you guys actually doing the braids, the crochet, the twist? Like how are you wearing your hair? Because y'all know I'm switching it up week after week after week. Not new to this, true to this. Doing my hair is truly my favorite thing to do. And it just really warms me to be able to be the inspo, okay? So really, really be able to help those girls out there figure it out because I get it. It's so much on the market. You don't want to be bald head just trying to look pretty. I feel that 1,000%. I definitely will not leave this style in for longer than 5 days. Typically, that's how it goes. And yeah, y'all know, okay, the look that I get when I'm feeling myself. Anyway, I love y'all so much. Stay pretty. And of course, y'all know I will see you in my very next video. Bye, babies.